direct the full effect after 832. Y'all already know how Jimmy J Smooth do. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my boy Craig again. After
What's up,
256
y'all?
making #1 hits up in this mug. You know what I'm saying? So my boy's YouTube page is also on the description box as well as my website and my Twitter page as well. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do a quick live stream. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much on the Hall of Fame candidates. Um, it's a lot of people on here, but let me go back to the USA Today thing since it's a little bit more short and sweet because there's over 200 candidates on the Hall of Fame. They did the same thing that I was thinking, but the main are Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Ray Allen, Chauncey Billups, and Richard Hamilton.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
On the women's committee, you got Becky Hammond, who's now the assistant coach at the San Antonio Spurs. Tina Thompson, Katie Smith, which I think they're going to have to nominate at least one or two women in the mix because I think that's the requirement now. And they're going to have to nominate a coach or two, and the coaches will be
Yeah.
Steve Fisher and Bob Huggins, aka Bob Huggies, as I call that motherfucker.
I think
As
Bob
a matter of fact, Bob gonna get in before Steve Fisher.
to them they is, but I think Steve Fisher gonna get in though. But we already know Rudy
I think
Tomjanovich.
Steve.
You know Rudy Tomjanovich. He should have been. Hey, he should have been in a long time ago.
I totally agree with that, dog. I totally agree with that.
He should
So
have been in a long
it
time
is.
ago. But you know, you
Yeah.
said the headline again. Now for the women, I think Becky Hammond to get in. 'Cause I remember I
Yeah.
watched her
She's.
Ole Miss. Hey, woo. That girl there, man, she had a shot on the ass she could pass. I think she like led the nation every year in assists. She led the SEC in assists. Uh,
Yeah, she
and
pretty much a shoe in to get in. The way I see it, Becky to me is a shoe in for sure on the women's side. But like I said, I think they got to select at least one woman. From my understanding, they have to select at least one woman, one coach, and I think the player
but then you
side.
said Tina Thompson, right?
Say what now?
You said Tina Thompson is also considered in for being in there, right?
Yeah, from what I understand, yes, she should be in there as well.
Yeah, I really think both of them should be in, but man, that damn, that's a buy sell on the women's side. I think shit, Tina to me, she was more like the Scottie Pippen on that what's that, the Houston Comets?
Correct.
Yeah, she was more like the Scottie Pippen on the Houston Comets team. But like I said,
Yeah,
I mean Becky, I mean, I think she did play several seasons in the NBA, and she did
yeah.
lead. She led her team when she was in the SEC. My bad, y'all. And
It's all
she
good.
led the SEC in assists every year. Excuse me, that's the dog in the background barking, dog.
That was cool,
But
bro.
she led it. She led the SEC every year in assists. So, and then I don't know if she was in the WNBA. She led the WNBA in assists, and then she had a pretty good field goal percentage too. So, if need be, man, and this little buy sell on that, I'm gonna buy on Tina. Well, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna buy on Becky getting in, and I'm gonna sell on Tina. That's a tough one, man. When you said Tina Thompson was in there,
I think Tina Thompson should have been got in if that's the case. I don't know
well,
how long she's been
she should have
retired.
been. But like I said, dog, it's a man. It's really a toss up. So, whoo.
Yeah, yeah, on the
I
women's side.
don't
Hey,
know.
let me do this real quick. Shout out to my boy Zeke Red Phoenix up in the comment section, man. What's good over there in the comment section? You know what I'm saying? I like to give a shout out to the comment section. But continue what you had to say, man.
Yeah, but with what you call, damn it. But you know, like you said, but like on the men's side with the Hall of Fame, it's a good list. But really, you know, the headliner probably gonna be Ray Allen. So because Ray, he been keeping kind of quiet for years. But we're gonna talk about right quick who we has who me, who myself, you, along with Corey Wolf were debating on about Grant Hill. And yeah, that is true. He was the LeBron James before LeBron was even a thought. When LeBron was 10 years old, Grant Hill was playing college ball. Okay. Now I never liked Duke, but see, this dude, that's why I said that Hall of Fame class that you shouted out right then and there. That's when you said Jason Kidd, Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, and and what you call it?
Yeah, Ben Wallace is also in the Hall of Fame class. He's also in the Hall of Fame selection committee, as well as 200 other players. There's about 200 players on that list. You know, which one of those guys is Mark Aguirre. I think Mark Aguirre should have been in the Hall of Fame because, first of all, he was a key member of the Detroit Pistons team. He's not in the Hall of Fame, and the guy got close to 20,000 points. And let me speak to you about Mark Aguirre before we jump back in on Grant Hill. Mark Aguirre sacrificed his prime to win a championship with the Detroit Pistons, and he was a key member on that Detroit Pistons team. Had he not left Dallas to get a championship and to play behind the scenes with Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars and the Bad Boys, he would have easily been a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame, easily.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did admit that in the Bad Boy special. He said he sacrificed what he was doing, and he kind of admit that he said he set Dallas back when he left.
Because Dallas
or Detroit.
Dallas had a squad. They had probably the best starting lineup in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody on that team could have scored 20, 30 points any given night. And he left that Dallas team to go to Detroit and get a championship. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much a for sure championship. I think what was Ronnie Turpin on that Dallas team, right?
Roy Tarpley.
Roy Tarpley. Thank you, because I'm old. We both old, but shit. You know, sometimes our memory goes away. But Roy Tarpley was so good. The guy could have easily been a Hall of Famer, but what happened was he had drug problems, and this was at the time where the NBA has that three-strike drug policy, and he violated that, just like William Bedford. William Bedford's career ended because he violated the three-strike drug policy. So I should say the late Roy Tarpley, because he's no longer with us. Rest in peace. You know, God rest his soul. But you know what I'm saying? He had a serious drug problem to where he did not recover from. But dude in that middle as a center / power forward, that dude was a beast. He was a load to fuck with, man. Then you had Rolando Blackman. You had Ron Harper. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Derek Harper, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I always get the motherfuckers mixed up. They had a squad. Let's just put it like this. They had a damn squad. He had a drug problem. Ron Tarpley had a drug problem, Zeke. I don't know if you know who he is, but this was the Dallas team back in 1988. They went all the way to the conference finals.
Yep.
The LA Lakers back in '88.
They said they were good enough to beat the Lakers, but then they had all them issues and stuff.
Yeah, off-court issues and coaching issues and stuff like that. It was so many issues there to where they could not focus and put their head down and do their thing. So they had a damn good squad. You know what I'm saying? Rolando Blackman with his mid-range jumper. Man, nobody could not stop Rolando Blackman 20-foot, 15-foot, 14-foot jumper in that mid-range, man. They couldn't stop that shit. You know, they would score both between between Rolando Blackman and Mark Aguirre, they could score fucking 50 points any given fucking night. You know, 1 minute they scoring 20 points one night, and they'll put up 50 points on you just like that. 40 or 50 points on you just like that. That's how good of scorers they were in the NBA. And we're talking about hand checking with hand check and everything in the NBA. So I think the Hall of Fame needs to make a priority to put Mark Aguirre in the Hall of Fame, as well as Rolando Blackman. In the Hall of Fame as well, because those two guys sacrificed all they had to get a championship. You know what I'm saying? Well, particularly Mark Aguirre. You know what I'm saying? But back to Grant Hill.
Yeah.
Grant Hill. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Grant Hill.
Go ahead.
Deservedly so. He does. I mean, he should make first ballot Hall of Fame. But you know, I present an argument with Corey, man. You know, Grant, he improved through the years, dog.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was saying when we got talking about with Dallas, you know, with Dallas. Yeah, we were talking about with Dallas, and we got sidetracked a bit when I was about to talk about Duke. Mainly in that whole year, 1993 and 94, man. Some of them college basketball teams, they was loaded with fucking talent. I mean, you had Jason Kidd, Glenn Robinson, who was the #1 pick. Then you had Glenn Robinson, and hell, Glenn Robinson got in the Hall before anybody, before Grant Hill and Jason Kidd. I mean, and to be honest, deserved it so. He deserved it. You know, but see, people got to realize Grant Hill that year, 93, 94, man, that Duke team was not that good. Because, I mean, they had like 5 losses. 3 of them was to North Carolina. 2 in the season, 1 in the conference tournament. And then they lost twice to a damn good Wake Forest team, man. Because I don't even think Rodney wasn't even playing. Rodney's last year was in 93 because he was a junior. Randolph Childress and there was another cat took over. Now that's a good throwback name right there. Okay. Grant, you know, like I said, you know, Grant, he had a good mid-range jumper and all that. He improved on a lot of things. The man was the ACC player of the year that year at 17.4 points a game, 6 points, just gonna say 7 boards a game, and 5.5 assists a game. Now that is LeBron like to me. But when you look at how they perform, how that Duke team he led performed, like I said, they weren't that good. I mean, and Coach K was the glue that really held that team together, though, bro. But they really weren't that good. And I'm gonna tell you how I knew how good they were. I'm gonna tell you how good they were, how good they really weren't, man. You remember that game they played against Florida, who really was a better team? They damn near put them out. And Grant Hill, and I look back on it, Grant Hill, gotta give it to him. He was clutching that final, thinking like in the final 2 minutes. The man that scored 19 points in 2 minutes and led them to a comeback. The shit. And then he hit like 3 straight 3-pointers. That was unheard of.
Yeah, because Grant Hill wasn't really a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, he Grant Hill wasn't really a 3-point shooter. This shit was ugly as fuck. But
yeah.
But in that game, and I was watching it a little bit of it last night when you and Corey were talking. The man was hitting the motherfuckers too, man. That's what really doomed Florida. But also you gotta think of the fact that they put 40 minutes of hell to the test. When he almost led them to the title, but Arkansas came back, got up off their ass, and Arkansas got up off their ass and they started they started playing that game, and Scotty Thurman basically saved their season, man. So but that really was the only knock on Grant, man, because he had his outside shot was questionable. I mean, he had a good mid-range jumper, but dude's 3-point shot was just it was ugly.
Man, dude had the ugliest 3-point shot ever in history of basketball. Probably. Maybe uglier than fucking Lonzo.
But when he got with Detroit, when he got over there with Detroit, he had the right dude working with him on that shit, Joe Dumars. Because Joe was past the plane, still was putting up 13 to 15 a season, man.
But with Joe at that time, Joe still, I mean, even with Grant Hill, I should say, Grant Hill really still wasn't a great 3-point shooter in the NBA, but he had a great mid-range shot. You know what I'm saying? Yep. A reliable 3-point shooter in the NBA either, but he still could score. He was he was a hell of a mid-range jumper, man. You know, it's just unfortunate for him that he got hurt a lot, man. His ankles gave out on him. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much the end of his career. He had one good season when he averaged almost 20 points a game versus when he averaged 20 points a game at Orlando. But other than that, that was pretty much the end. You know, he made an all-star team and everything.
Yep.
You know, so, you know.
But yeah, he was LeBron. Like you said, you know, he was LeBron before LeBron was a thought. And he the only, like, you know, again, shout out to my boy Trey Murphy, because Trey even committed, he don't like Duke. He confessed that he doesn't like Duke either. But, you know, he doesn't like Duke either. But Grant Hill is his favorite. Grant Hill is his favorite player. I mean, yeah, he's mine. But then when you think about it, man, his only knock to him, he had that old ugly ass 3-point shot that he really improved through years.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, it was ugly as hell. I mean, but
oh hell yeah, dude, ugly 3-point shot was, man. It hurt my eyes looking at that bullshit. I'm gonna just be honest with you. That ugly ass 3-point shot hurt my motherfucking eyes, dude. Real talk. But he did his damn thing. I'll tell you that. I mean, I ain't got nothing to him about, but I definitely think he should be in the damn Hall of Fame. Brother should be in the Hall of Fame, hands down. He should be in there.
Yeah, I'm listening to you, man. Cutting open the green beans up. Yeah, I'm multitasking, y'all. I'm cooking and talking shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is what it is. But my boy Grant Hill is definitely deserving to be on that Hall of Fame ballot. He should be past the second ballot. If they just so happen to say, you know, hey, we're not gonna put him on this ballot. He should be a priority. He should be priority next Hall of Fame ballot. I don't know if Chauncey Billups gonna get in. You know, Chauncey Billups was a key member.
I don't think Chauncey will get in first go round, but well, to be honest, I think everybody need to go in. I think everybody need to be first go round.
You know, and here's the thing.
See who's gonna be the headline though.
The headline
you got to make it attractive. You got to have a headline for that Hall of Fame. I mean, look what was that last year when Shaq got inducted in.
But the headliner got to be Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, and Ray Allen. You got to have them out there.
I'm bound on Ray.
But Grant Hill.
Yeah, I'm bound on Ray. My bad, dude.
But Grant Hill, that's a question mark. That's the only real question mark. Even though I'm campaigning for that brother to get in, he should, you know, he might not make it. I'm just gonna be 110. Between Steve Fisher and Bob Huggins, that's pretty much gonna be a shoe-in for Steve Fisher. You know, because Steve Fisher has that championship. He'd have made multiple Final Fours. So he's gonna get that shit.
But see, the knock on him, they're gonna put it on and say the knock.
The knock on him is what?
This was about what happened in '97.
Talking about those violations and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, still, you know, you can take the plaques down, but you can't erase the memories, brother. That's the way I look at it. And really, I don't think that scandal had anything to do with him. It had more so to do with the alumni and the recruiting coordinators and stuff like that. That was behind all that. Those were the guys I felt like there was more fault than Steve Fisher could have ever done. Even with that being said, look at the job he done at San Diego State as well. He's done a damn good job at San Diego State. So I think even with all the violations and the mishaps, yeah, he got to hold his own nuts on that mishaps. Let me just keep it 1,010.
Now being called a coward. I didn't mean to cut you out. Now being called a fucking coward. Really?
Man, don't even worry about that dude. We just
fuck.
Just live and direct.
Like, you know, it's like what I told people. If I had attacked him personally, I wouldn't, you know, if I was to attack somebody personally, I would attack them personally in, you know, in there. So I you know, let me tell you something, man. You know, the bet.
Yeah.
My pop said it best, but rest his heart. Don't entertain the fool. Don't entertain the fool because you end up looking like one end up looking like a bigger fool your damn self. And he right though.
Yeah. But back on my subject though, I think Steve Fisher should get in. Even Bob Huggins should get in with the work he's done from Cincinnati and from being at Cincinnati to West Virginia. Lost my train of thought with the West Virginia thing. So I think they should both get in my personal. I think the name calling is happening there on
Kalo subscribe my channel.
Somebody
by the name of Kalo is subscribed to my channel.
Oh man. Shout out to those brothers, man, who subscribed to my brothers.
No, it's a chick. No, it's a chick.
Okay, well, no problem. I mean, definitely shout out to her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody who's watching. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes YouTube will say 2 people watching, and it's really like 10 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people watching. So, hosted day. So,
yeah, my bad, man. I'm talking.
So it's no dispute. Ray Allen should get in.
My little Northern Chihuahua at it. You know that.
Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely no dispute. Ray Allen should get in.
Ray should get in. Rudy T should get in. Like I said, I'm torn between Tina Thompson and Becky Hammond, dog. Cause like I said, I watched Becky Hammond when she was in college. Woo! Beside the most big ass legs she got. That girl Becky who her ass off. But man, that's why I said I'm torn between Becky and Tina.
Oh yeah.
Because if I was Hall of Fame, I put both of them in. Because like I said, Tina Thompson was the Scottie Pippen of the Houston Comets, and then when Cynthia Cooper went out, Tina took over that role, took over that team like it was hers, dog, and damn near won the championship with her. So,
oh yeah,
I mean, like I said,
oh yeah,
it's you torn between. That's like asking me, what would I prefer more? What would I prefer to eat more, apples or oranges? You know, by right, I say apples. So,
most deaf, man, and like I say, man.
But yeah,
congratulations
on all of them, like you said. And I didn't watch the Cowboys game last night, but I did hear about it. That happened with Cowboy fans every year. Every year with the Cowboys, every time the Cowboys go 13-3, right? They always finish the following year out the fucking playoffs. And really. And and let me say this to Ezekiel Elliott. Grow the fuck up, dog. Seriously. I mean, come on. The chick, you gonna do a video. You own video. Now you can't say that it ain't you. Ain't nobody got that'll do what Mop Head Nouveau fade like he does. Okay. He can't say it ain't him. Do not. If you being accused of sexual assault with somebody, man, do not. And this go for anybody, dog. If you're being accused of some shit, look, don't party with folks, okay? Don't be partying with them. I mean, don't party with them. It's like the equivalent of Jimmy if you say, I don't even fuck with that motherfucker no more, but yet you all over on YouTube and everything and whatnot, partying with this dude. It's like, come on, dog, really? So, but
oh yeah, man. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott,
and really, I give it to him. He a good player, but dog, that mind, that brain, that pea brain, that little nut, them little millions of nuts that we got inside of here called a brain, dog. Something ain't resting. And it's like what old boy said, even Ticket TV, big shout out to him anyway. He even said, damn, dude, you just don't fucking get it. You just don't get it. So what does it take? Does it have to take the act of God to slap him across his face in order for him to get it, and he still don't get the message? So
my thing with Ezekiel Elliott is, dude, what's up? My thing is, what's the fuck? What is up with this dude's dad, man? Where is his dad at? And if he had his dad need to put him up on game at some point, man. It don't make no sense to be this damn fucking game goofy. You should not be this fucking game goofy. You know what I'm saying? My advice to Ezekiel Elliott is he needs to record every fucking thing around him. Every time he's around somebody else, he needs to record some shit. And I agree with him. I've been saying that for the longest. I've been saying you need to record shit around you because people can accuse you of any fucking thing. When you're around, especially being around other white folks and shit like that, you just need to record. You need to record shit around you because the thing is, time and time again, white people show that they can't be trusted, man. Real talk. And I just get sick and tired of people getting played. You know what I'm saying? We don't get it as people. It ain't just Ezekiel Elliott. It's other motherfuckers. I heard a story.
Every color, y'all, white, black, Spanish people. Everybody.
I heard a story about this African dude. He was dating this European chick, and after he retired, she'd have took all his bread, man. You know what I'm saying? After he retired from soccer, because he was a good soccer player, but I think this is in Turkey, somewhere in Europe, they awarded her all of his assets and shit like that. So my thing is, we gotta stop being goofy.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Jimmy put his ribs back in here. So I was about to cut on, but I'm gonna cut on that live feed. But yeah, man, I wholeheartedly agree that he needs them. It's again, it's like what I said. Does this dude need the act of God to just basically pull him aside? Hey, come here. Pow! Slap him across his face in order for him to wake up? Does he need an ass whooping by a couple folks to wake up and see the picture? I mean,
and my thing is, he should have kept fighting that case. He made a huge mistake by just giving up on the case. You know what I'm saying? Versus the NFL, because the NFL was wrong for suspending the guy over basically I'm white and I say so bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because even when the arbitrator trying to investigator was investigating the case, the judge out in Columbus, Ohio said this shit is bullshit. The woman is clearly a liar. But the NFL went back and said, well, there's enough evidence to suspend him. What the fuck? That's the reason why I hate Roger Goodell. I do not like Roger Goodell. And the NFL owners made a huge mistake re-signing that dude to a contract. And if I was the players union, I would step in and do I would step in and go on strike if I was them. But the thing about it is, these NFL players, the head of the players union is so big coon. I'm gonna just go on and say it. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Troy Vincent or whoever the fuck who's running that motherfucker, you some motherfucking coons for letting that dude letting that dude fall off like that. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers ought to be ashamed of yourself. Everybody that's a part of that fucking NFL players union, y'all is some motherfucking coons. And you motherfuckers, I hope y'all get the same fate going to you motherfucking coon ass motherfuckers.
Hey, old boy took a jab at you, dog.
Say what now?
See, I ain't gonna post this up on YouTube, but old boy took a jab at you. Then he said, quote, then listen in to the dude in the background laughing like Craig L. Smith really getting off on me though.
Man, I don't pay attention to this clown. This dude is a clown, you know. It sounds like dude is a clown, and I'm not even gonna give him no more attention than what he's earning. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If he got something to say to me, he need to make a video. Just make a video. Like my brother, Coach Sheldon Harrison, no comparison. Shout out to him. Make a video. Make a video. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say about that. But Ezekiel Elliott again, he needs to grow the fuck up, and he needs to wake up in this motherfucker, because dudes like him, he's gonna get an OJ Simpson lesson. He's gonna get an OJ Simpson lesson. That is what it is. Yeah, and it's just crazy for this dude, man. You got any sports topics you want to talk about before we jump off live?
Well, I mean, the Grant Hill thing, I mean, that really was one I wanted to talk about though, bro, because I mean, because a lot of people that, you know, because like, and shoot, that should be another future topic in itself, the 1993-94 NBA draft class. Oh, didn't you say Chris Webber was considered?
Chris Webber was considered for the Hall of Fame, which he should have been in the Hall of Fame. That's another guy that should have been.
I think he's gonna be the headline, but you know that 90 like this 93 and 94. Just right quick, you know, the 93-94 college basketball season. If people don't remember it, like myself and Jimmy does, man, Wikipedia, Google it. Matter of fact, Wikipedia teams like the 1993-94 Purdue Boilermakers, the 1993-94 Arkansas Razorbacks, and funny bit about the Arkansas Razorbacks, coached by a black man. These dudes, when they were number one, broke Duke's record by holding the number one ranking for 5 weeks. Then I forgot who it was that lost. Then they turned around, they got the number one ranking back, held it for 4 weeks, 4 more weeks. The record was 8 weeks. Arkansas broke that shit with 9 weeks total, being the number one team in the nation that year. Because the record was 10, and they lost to Kentucky in the SEC tournament by 16 points. Because our boy Slick Rick gave no risks and doses on that. So, I mean, like I said, everybody that was named in that class, man, you know, Webber, he was already gone. He was already in his rookie year, stuff like that, this and that, Like I said, creme de la creme. I mean, Glenn Robinson, dog. I mean, this man, I remember this man in the NCAA tournament, dude. The man led the nation in scoring. Then he turned around, he led the NCAA tournament in scoring too. Because there was one game against, I forgot who it was he was playing, man. He scored 30 points. Matter of fact, it was against Kansas.
Right.
He had scored 30 points in one half. And then when Kansas got hit to him, Quantrill Martin took over the game. He killed their ass by hitting 8 3-pointers in that game, dog. 8.
Damn.
And they put Kansas out. And then, because see, and I'm going to tell you something. You know, Duke once but didn't have no business being in that region with Purdue, right? Because they were in the East region. Purdue and Duke were in the East region. They didn't have no business being in that region with Duke. I think it was the Southeast region. It was Southeast. Purdue and Duke didn't have no business being in the same region together, but it was a fanboy's dream to see Glenn Robinson against Grant Hill, and it was a letdown because Glenn Robinson scored 13 points, 6-22 shooting, and Grant Hill didn't do no better. He scored 11 on 4-14 shooting. So it was tit for tat. But other than that, you know, that's another topic for another time, dude. But just going to end it off on here, man. That's about it. No topics or nothing. So.
Okay, well, this is Rick in full effect out the 832 with my boy Craig out of the 256 making #1 hits. And y'all already know how Jimmy J Smooth do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and a Happy Holiday. So don't drink too much. And don't drink and drive. Enjoy y'all motherfucking holiday. Peace out.
That's it. Peace out.